Good evening and welcome to a quick episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Well, you guys, I just got back from the workshop. I filmed it in two 20-minute parts. I might upload part 1 tonight and then I may upload part 2 on tomorrow. I don't want to upload two 20-minute videos, although I've done it a million times, but I'm not gonna do it tonight. Well, y'all, first of all, I come out here, I'm getting my corn tied to the stakes because this one right here that has the two corn stalks on it, let me zoom in on it. I have two corns growing in this one stalk. It was laying on the ground, and I think I know why. I happened to look down. Well, I didn't look down then, but I picked it up off the ground. And then once I got home from the thing tonight, I said, let me go on back there before it gets dark and get the corn staked. And when I came out, look what I noticed, y'all. The great pumpkin's gone. So an animal has gotten in here. He got the great pumpkin. Can't find it anywhere. It's not even laying out. But he didn't bother the patty pan. I wanted to let this patty pan get to size. It's not that big. Oh, he did mess with the patty pan. He took a bite out of it. See? There's some on the ground. He didn't like it. So guess what? It's getting plucked because he's coming back. He's going to get hungry again and he's going to come back. And I pray he don't get the corn. We'll find out. So I'm going to keep a good eye on that corn. But I'm going to go on and cut this patty pan off and then let the next one come in. So I can at least say I got one patty pan this season. I just cleaned my shears. Or my scissors rather. I'll get them cleaned again. So let's cut this thing off. So that, and it's probably booger. 9 times out of 10, I can't think of no other animal unless it was a stray somewhere. But this is a nice little patty pan. He's fat. So no, he's not as big as I would have liked. I wanted him to get super big, but he's big enough to cut up and get a meal out of, that's for sure. So there he is. Okay, so I'm gonna finish tying up this corn and then I'm getting in the house. I am definitely at a standstill, y'all. I'll tell y'all about this and then I'm gonna head on. I got a notice today, an email saying that I had a test result ready in my chart. And I'm thinking, what am I still getting test results for? And it's been a month. You know, I went to the hospital on the 2nd or 3rd of July. No, the 2nd. Or was it? It was either the 2nd or 3rd. And so they did testing while I was there. That's when I was diagnosed with the UTI, remember? Anyway, I'm thinking, why are they still sending test results a month later? So this test result was of my ECG or EKG that they did. Now, I had an EKG done in May when I went to the hospital then because of my throat and everything. In fact, when you're over 50, they do an EKG automatically, whether you have chest pain or not. And I didn't have chest pain. That's not what I went in for, but they did do the EKG right off the top. So they said everything was fine. And of course, y'all know I came home because I had the UTI or whatever. Anyway, this thing was for the EKG. It said abnormal, and then it had all these numbers, and they did it in comparison to the one done in May. And so I'm thinking, so what I did was, before reading the doctor's report, I went on and looked up what all that meant. And so when I saw what all that meant, I was like, oh, this is normal for me because I have a condition called supraventricular tachycardia, which is a fast heart rate. And that's because of my autoimmune disease. Then I have another condition called mitral valve prolapse. And that's when your valve sticks and then so blood might pool up and then it opens and then the blood comes through. Well, those are the numbers that were abnormal. And then when I looked it up and it said what that condition was about, it said that people with mitral valve prolapse, you know, usually have this to happen. So I said, okay, I'm fine. So then I go back and I decided, well, let me read the doctor's report. The doctor's report had that they saw scarring and that I had suffered a heart attack, which is infarction or whatever it's called. I was like, what? I'm like, and I'm just not finding out a month later. So then I looked all that up, of course, and I did see where sometimes if they put the leads in the wrong place during an EKG, it could mean that that it can show that. I'm kind of thinking that's what it was. And so I'm calling my doctor tomorrow because one thing for sure, I want another EKG. And if my doctor don't call me first, because when he sees that report a month late, but then all these other issues I've been having, I'm like, well, shoot, it could have happened. So I was telling my sister, she was like, you got to be kidding. I was like, right. I said, let's say, for instance, that that is what it turns out to be. And I'm finding out a month later. Oh, believe me, Que-stead-Que is going to be on a rampage. But if it's not, then no harm, no foul, okay? But I'm still mad about it, you know, because it's got me worried. So until I get that next EKG, I'm not doing any wood chipping or nothing. Now, I may go on and get the mat and have all that ready just in case. So I'm taking it real easy. So once I tie up this corn, I'm back in the house, y'all. So I'm going to get off from here. This is tonight's episode. I'm sitting up here watching. Well, I already watched the Olympics earlier because I did not sleep last night, thanks to that nap that I took. So I was up until, in fact, I think I replied to Diana before I even went to sleep. I replied to Diana at about 8 o'clock and I was still wide awake. And it was getting hotter by the second too. So I cut on the air and I set my alarm for like 12 or 1. And I got on up then. So I'm kind of sleepy now, but I'm not. I'm gonna fight it. Ooh, look at these crowded peas, y'all. They coming. These cream peas. But anyway, I'm gonna wait and stay up, and then I'll get to bed a little bit earlier tonight. Okay, you guys. So let me get on off of here. Let me finish tying up this corn. I have like 5 more to go, and then I will get on in the house. Because it is still hot out here. It's still 85 degrees and the sun has set. It's not cooling off until Thursday. Then it's going to heat up again from Friday all the way up until the weekend, and then next week it's supposed to rain and cool down all week long. So we're just suffering for now. So my electric bill is going to be $2 million. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.